Hey guys, what's happening? Niyat here with Film Comics Explained, and today we'll be taking a look at the horrifying Pyramid Head, also known as the Red Pyramid, which was featured in the unsettling film Silent Hill and its sequel Revelation, based on the survival horror video game series of the same name. First appearing in the 2001 game Silent Hill 2, the Pyramid Heads were the main antagonists stalking your playable character James Sunderland, who came to the town of Silent Hill after receiving a letter from his dead wife Mary. Taking the shape of pale, muscular men covered with white, blood-soaked robes, the enormous headsmen wore large triangular helmets that covered their heads completely, and this appearance stemmed from the town's past as a place of execution. Not speaking a word for the entire series, the Pyramid Heads could be heard moaning and grunting as they responded to pain within their helmets. Designed by Masahiro Ito, in the games, the Pyramid Heads were in essence a representation of James's guilt, who wished to be punished for the death of his wife Mary. During many of his interviews for the game series, Ito had stated that he wanted to create a monster with a hidden face, but had become unhappy with his designs at the time, which simply resembled humans wearing masks. He then took this idea further, giving the monster a head in the shape of a pyramid with sharp right angles and acute edges to suggest pain and discomfort. This was actually also based off of Ito's earlier concept designs of a pyramid head, which he had drawn while studying at the Tama Art University in Tokyo during the mid-90s. In the film Adaptations, which are set in a different continuity to the games, there is a single Pyramid Head which appeared as a tenacious antagonist who pursued Rose da Silva while she was looking for her daughter Sharon in Silent Hill, West Virginia. Now, the plot of the film revolved around a young girl named Alessa who was born out of wedlock and had been tormented, abused, and then tortured under the pretenses of purification by a religious cult led by her mother's sister. The missing Sharon is of course the adopted daughter of Rose and Christopher da Silva, who we find out was created by Alessa using the good part of her soul after she'd been corrupted by hatred, and visited by what I assume is the devil, who promised her revenge on those that had hurt her by trapping them in a form of purgatory. This instigated the town's downfall, as Alessa's fury manifested itself into many grotesque forms, all of which were elements of Alessa's damaged psyche. For example, the monster that Rose encounters in the school bathrooms was the physical manifestation of the janitor that abused Alessa, literally infecting everything that he touched. And although the Pyramid Head was a representation of the cult that was quick to punish the girl, the enormous monster actually went around the town on behalf of Alessa as her guardian and executioner, killing anyone in both films that once harmed her or intended to cause her harm. I'm sure it's no surprise to my subscribers that the prosthetics for Pyramid Head in the film, along with a few of the other monsters, were designed and crafted by none other than special effects expert Patrick Totopoulos, who I've covered extensively on this channel, with him having worked on everything from Godzilla, The Cave, Stargate to Justice League. The Pyramid Head scene in both films was also portrayed by Roberto Campanella, who wore the head and wielded the giant sword, both of which were made of lightweight materials. Wearing a 5-part prosthetic, it took him nearly 4 hours to get into costume and makeup prior to ever stepping on set. Christophe Gans, who produced and directed the first film, was a huge fan of the games, and though the developers had turned down many offers from other filmmakers and studios that wanted to use the rights to Silent Hill, they gave it to Gans after he sent them a heartfelt video explaining what his vision for the film was and how much the games had meant to him. This really showed in the first film, as although slight changes were made to the story, the heart and soul of the game lived in every frame of the picture, which is why I truly think Silent Hill is one of the best game-to-film adaptations of all time.
He has a very surrealist sort of vision of the game, and the game itself sort of explores the boundaries of reality, and that's what the film does.
The game of Silent Hill is an experience.
Silent Hill exists by itself. It has no equivalent. It's something frightening, it's something disturbing, it's something very beautiful. I'd never adapted a game before, and I realized when I was doing that it was completely different. When you're adapting a game, you're adapting something that actually you have lived for real. You have the feeling to have been there and bring back some truth about what was the experience to face that adventure.
Well, that's all for today, folks. Thanks to all of you guys who suggested we take a look at Pyramid Head featured in Silent Hill. If there's any other stuff you'd like to request, please don't hesitate to ask. As always, it's been a pleasure. Niyat here with Film Comics Explained. Thanks for stopping by.